Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about Judge Ratamukwatle. He will never stop to surprise us, that one. No, that one will never stop to surprise us. Geke. He just does not want to see us quiet to Judge Rata. Tell me why today. Even yesterday, I think I still need to do a video about that. Even yesterday, Judge Ratamukwatle was reading today. We're talking about today. Yesterday, he did something. I'm going to deal with that in another video, even if it's over the weekend. Judge Ratamukwatle was reading a statement into the record without fully grasping the defense's point. The key issues there was procedural fairness, judicial duty, and the role of a presiding judge. Because wow, Judge Rata, every week we must talk about that when it comes to him. First of all, role of the presiding judge. A judge in a criminal trial has the duty to ensure the trial proceeds fairly for both the prosecution and the defense, which he fails dismally because he is on the side of the state. Interpret and apply the law accurately. Nalapo, here and there, he fails dismally. It's either that he does intentionally because he's protecting Baloy or something, but he does things there. Manage the court proceedings, including what evidence and statements are admitted into the record. He's always yay. Oh, I don't even know which word to use when it comes to that. But all I know is that man is always on the left side, not on the right when it comes to that. The second thing, reading statements into the record. Judge often reads statements or evidence or court documents into record to clarify the record or summarize proceedings. How can be problematic? Why is that? Because it may misrepresent the defense argument under Section 35 of South African Constitution, prejudice the outcome if the record suggests something that was not actually argued. Is it right or is it legally? It is generally not appropriate for a judge to read or summarize statements in a way that misinterprets the defense argument. Judges must ensure clarity and accuracy, and if something is unclear, they are expected to ask for clarification from the defense counsel. Misreading or misunderstanding can be grounds for an appeal or review, especially if it materially affects the trial outcome. Fourth thing, best practice for judges. Confirm with counsel, is this an accurate summary of your point? When he tries to do that, he's always irritated. He speaks over the defense. He does not want to listen to them. He will go and ask something that was raised by a defense to Baloy. That's what he does. Ensure the record reflects exactly what counsel argued, because the record is what appellate courts rely on. Well, that's something else there. Bottom line, a presiding judge has discretion in managing proceedings, but they cannot override or distort what is the defense saying. Doing so may constitute procedural error, and in a serious case could be seen as infringing the accused constitutional right to a fair trial. So that's what I see happening here in this side. Misrepresentation of defense statements. When a judge reads a statement into the record without fully understanding it, it can create a scenario where the defense argument is not interpreted as it was. Yes. Those are the things that Judge Rata refuses to take into consideration when it comes to the things that he does there. And relevant legal protection in South Africa, Section 35, bracket 3 of the Constitution guarantees the right to a fair trial, including the right to be heard, the right to be present, to present evidence, and the right to a competent judge, of which that's what is lacking there. That judge is something else. We are always complaining about him. Case law. South African appellate courts have repeatedly held that a trial is unfair if the presiding judge misstates the defense arguments in a way that could affect the outcome. E.g., S versus Dlamini 1999, S versus Tandwa 2008. This is exactly what happens in Judge Rata's court. All the time. He repeatedly does that. Judge Rata. All the time he does that. Even if the judge does not intend to prejudice the defense, the effect of fairness matters. Thirdly, how this could affect the Meyiwa trial. If Judge Rata Mokgoatlheng reads the defense statement incorrectly, ground for review or appeal, the defense could argue that procedural errors prevented a fair trial. Impact or credibility, misstatements could make it appear in the record that the defense evidence is weaker than it actually is. Thirdly, potential for reversal or retrial in extreme cases. Appellate courts have set aside convictions or ordered retrials where judge misinterpreted arguments or evidence. That is exactly what is happening here in the Senzo Meyiwa case. Practical implications, the defense can object on the record saying, my lord, that is not an accurate reflection of my argument. NISI does this all the time. The judge should ideally allow correction before it becomes part of the official record. He doesn't. He fights. It becomes a fight before he can allow. If the judge refuses, this can later strengthen an appeal under Section 35 or common law grounds of judicial bias or procedural unfairness. So what exactly does all of this? In summary, what I'm saying in this video, while judges have discretion in managing proceedings, misrepresentation the defense is legally dangerous. It can be challenged as a violation of the accused's right to a fair trial, and it may provide strong grounds for appeal or review if it materially affects the outcome. In the Meyiwa case, repeated misstatements could seriously undermine the state's handling of the evidence or even the trial's integrity. That's exactly what's happening there. What are your thoughts? Drop your comment in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. I want to see you on our next video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.